We are live.
We are live.
It's Friday.
We are live.
And the Astros are back. We're back, baby.
We're so back. Welcome back to Beyond the Diamond, a first official non-emergency podcast episode of 2026.
Yes, our first regular episode
regular
of
scheduled
2026. We didn't realize on Christmas on New Year's Day we'd be having to hop on a quick episode, but there was a good reason. What's up, Paul? Happy New Year's, gents. Blown away that we signed Japanese pitcher. For sure thought he was a Yankee, Met, Padre, Giants, Phillies, anywhere else.
Anyone else. Literally anywhere else.
What's up, Andrew? Happy New Year. What's up, HTX? What do y'all think of the Japanese guy? Yeah, I mean, he's cool. We talked about him a lot yesterday. We'll get into him this episode. He's a cool dude. From Paul said, I do hope this opens up a pipeline to the Japanese market for the Astros. I think it will. I think, hopefully Kikuchi doing as well as he did with us kind of got eyeballs on us. And then, this is just another next step. I'm excited.
Tatsuya Imai, I believe. Imai. Absolute stud. And I tweeted about it. I was caught off guard. We did a lot of work in December. We created a lot of lists. We did a lot of background stuff. We have a lot of stuff in the pipeline in case they do make trades or sign certain people. Pull the curtain back 100%. We did not prepare for Imai at all. It was never on our radar in the sense. And obviously, we're seeing some stuff now. The Astros, strengthened and bolstered their stuff. Their scouting in the Pacific. And obviously that paid dividends to get Imai done yesterday. But
I just had no idea. I would never have thought it would happen.
Yeah,
I saw his name float around, but it's like, we never signed Japanese pitcher. I didn't even look into it. I was just like, nah.
And there was a December episode that we did live where someone asked, hey, would the Astros ever get into the Japanese market? And I was like, who it was. Obviously the Astros, and I remember because I mentioned, hey, they have the market for the Cuban market, the Venezuela pipeline. They have all these other pipelines. They just haven't found footing in other regions. And now they just made a huge splash. And now it's a strong potential foothold to get other Japanese players. Obviously, they made the sign with Ryan Weiss from his success in the KBO. So obviously, there's been just a huge uptick on that side of things and on the scouting department. So it sounds like a plan was made and they executed at a very high level. And I don't think anyone knew or anyone thought that they were make that kind of move. So super pumped to see. I still think I want one more arm. I think we'll get into it this episode. There's a lot of people there's a lot of people on your thumbnail, a lot of pictures on your thumbnail.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of ingredients for the gumbo.
There's a lot of ingredients already in there, and you're trying to add more.
I want one more.
Yes, from Paul. Ari Alexander did report that they did. The Astros sent over 3 or 4 new scouts to that region recently.
Yeah.
So they have made an effort, and this could be just the first drop in the bucket of potential signings in the future from that area. So I'm excited. That's good. I said it yesterday in the emergency episode. The Astros clearly, even when they were not great, even when they were bad back in when they got Altuve, they've always had a knack for finding diamonds in the rough and in the international market. So maybe this doesn't mean the Astros are going to always sign the big name free agent in Japan or Korea or whatever. But to me, it's telling me, they might find some diamonds in the rough around there, and maybe Ryan Weiss is that first one
for sure. Yeah.
But they find this just opens up a whole new world for the Astros to find, studs. So I'm excited, especially if Dana Brown does a great job this year. The Astros won a World Series. He keeps his job, whatever. I like what he's done so far.
He's done great.
And his strength is scouting.
Yeah.
Obviously. So if they're getting into a new market with his strength being scouting, and that with how the Astros have drafted, like maybe that's the avenue nobody expected to keep the window open
Yeah,
indefinitely.
and at least I mean maybe stabilize
Yeah,
everything else. But
raise the floor.
yeah, the ceiling is the roof. Uh, the one thing that I really am like excited about is the execution of scouting to the Astros lab. Obviously, the Astros lab has been huge.
Yep.
It's been kind of the lifeblood of the golden age, really. And so to implement that, obviously, Framber Valdez is going to walk sign somewhere else. We sat here like, hey, there needs to be 700 innings. We got to figure out a way to get there. And on top of coming off a year where you didn't succeed, a year where there was just a plethora of injuries, the Astros are making a concerted effort to shore up the things, getting the new training staff, getting the new doctors, getting a new process in place. But also, like, hey, we're gonna if shit hits the fan again, we're gonna have a plan in place to do that, and that's why you have right now feels like 20 arms that will be competing for 4 spots or 3 spots in West Palm Beach. So um, I'm excited for that. Competition breeds success. Obviously, the ups and downs of 162. There's going to be injuries. There's going to be things that pop up.
Yeah.
But it does seem like they are preparing themselves for every opportunity and every scenario. So getting that signing is huge. We talked about it. It seems like there's going to be one more move, and it does seem like it's coming to a head here in the next few weeks. Will likely a Paredes or Walker trade. They're up against the uh, tax, so they want to make moves and not go over it. Obviously, they're going to have to free up money elsewhere. There's a logjam in the infield. So interested to see what that looks like over the next few weeks. We'll see.
Couple good comments here. After so many diamonds in the rough, we just got a diamond from a jewelry store. It's pretty funny. Good stuff from Andrew. Really good fit. We don't have to offer super long contracts, which works because we don't really like to. Yeah, he gets to come here and basically prove himself. Movie script ending: Imai strikes out Otani to win the World Series. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Just win.
Give it to me now.
Just find
Give
a way.
it to me now.
Just find a way.
Oh my
Just find a way
god!
to get back.
Best case scenario, he proves his worth. He stays with the Astros his final 2 years. Worst case, he chases the bag, but he did exactly what we needed from him. Yeah, exactly. That's why I love this contract. If he happens to opt out after this year because he shoves this year, that means in this year, which to me is the peak year right now for the foreseeable future for the window, this is the year. I do think there's some retooling, and maybe 2028, 2029 can be another peak year. But right now, to me, this is like the year we were looking at. I mean, we said it last year. This is a year you had money to spend. This is a year where the contracts kind of line up. So if at worst he has his one and only great year with the Astros this year, then I'm okay with that. That's not a bad thing in my opinion.
Of the 3 players of Sanchez, Paredes, Walker, and I set the line at 1.5.
Okay.
Of who would be like would
who's
would
still
two
with us?
would 2 of those be on the roster first day at West Palm Beach?
Yeah. 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 I think so.
Think so?
I think that's a good group because Sanchez could be traded just because of depth reasons. Walker could be traded because of contract reason. But I think it'd only be one. I think only one would be moved. I'd be surprised if both it'd be Sanchez and Walker. I think if 2 were moved.
Paredes is a ton of value on the market.
I agree, but I
mean, I don't want him to be moved,
but like the reason you would want to do it before is because you didn't have enough pitching, and it's like, we got it. Let's try and trade Paredes for a really good pitcher. But like now, I'm like, I don't think the need outweighs the value you get from trading Paredes, if that makes sense. Like your needs now are smaller, so you don't need to trade somebody as valuable as Paredes for something.
Well, I think right. One of the biggest questions, or one of the biggest wants, has been a left-handed bat.
Yes.
Ideally, that's Sanchez having a full offseason, having a full spring training. Obviously, I think the internal pressure of you go from Miami, who's not really playing for much, to then go to Houston in the middle of a pennant chase, where every at bat is amplified. It's different.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone saw him press, everyone saw the abysmal offense. What it was, and that is your bat. So is it like you're throwing the baby out with the bathwater if you trade Sanchez and then go get
Another
left-handed
left-handed,
bat? Like,
unless he's a clear upgrade, like, yeah.
right.
I don't think there's any free agents really that are that, other than a Kyle Tucker level, but I don't think there's free agents that we can afford that are that much of an upgrade over Jesus Sanchez. The only downside to us winning the World Series this year is that we'll probably have to beat the Toronto Astros North Blue Jays.
That'd be fun. That'd be a fun ALCS.
That'd be a really fun
That'd be a fun
ALCS.
ALCS.
I would take that over facing the Yankees again or the Tigers or like. That'd be fun to me.
That'd be fun.
Pepper needs new shorts. I think we had a question. Yeah, somebody wanted us to get it. Let's get into Imai.
Okay.
We did yesterday, but let's get it for this official show. Let's get into his stuff, his projections, all that stuff. I'll start with the Astros depth chart. According to Fangraphs, the pitchers are projected to put up 10.9 WAR currently. The starting pitchers, 10.9. The pitching staff as a whole, 14.8. Adding in Tatsuya Imai, his projection is 1.8 WAR. As a team, that brings the Astros from 10th in projected WAR to 6th. That's a big jump. You're right up there now with some of the top teams in the league. It has Hunter Brown projected at 3.6 WAR, Mike Burrows at 1.6, Lance at 1.3. It has Tatsuya at 1.8. I like it. I mean, this is awesome. Let's get into his stuff, though. We showed some videos yesterday. He has a nasty Vulcan changeup, and then he has a slider, and he has a fastball. Did he officially have a sinker or something, or what were we seeing in that video?
I don't know. I think it's splitty. It looked like a
Oh,
splitty.
yeah. Okay. His stuff is nasty, though.
His stuff nasty. It's funny. I'm going back to these old notes. A few weeks ago, I had the question I wrote out was the opening day rotation for 25 was Framber, Hunter, Ronell, Hayden, Spencer, and at the time of that BZD, I think in early December, it was now listed at that point Hunter, Javi, Alexander, Lance, question mark. Just in that span of that 3 weeks, you added Ryan Weiss, you added Mike Burrows, and now you added Tatsuya Imai. That changes the whole dynamic, and that's a matter of 3.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Of where you were kind of, and that's kind of where the thought process too of the gumbo thing kind of happened and was born just on air. But it changes quick, and I think we said it, and this is me recalling it when we said from the 20 team, when you looked at the 20 roster that lost in Game 7 of the ALCS and the Mickey Mouse year, to the championship team in 22, how drastically different those two teams were and how quickly it can change. And we said, like, hey, the team in 28 could look drastically different than the 25 team.
Yeah.
In 3 weeks' time, your whole
rotation looks different.
Looks way different.
Yeah.
And so I think it's great. I think they're just also really dependent on thinking that health was an anomaly of just the big guy being out. You have a full year Correa.
The hitting depth is now more of an issue to me than the pitching depth.
Yeah, it's young.
Pitching depth now is like, okay. I mean, it's almost like, because now I'm a little worried at how the 40-man looks. Like, if you're fully healthy going into the season, who on this list who has options? Like, who might have to be fully released? Like, it's kind of an issue there. It's a good problem to have, but let's finish up looking at Tatsuya, though.
Yes.
There was an article by David Adler for MLB.com. He compared 5 comparisons to MLB pitchers for Tatsuya. His pitch profile is like Luis Castillo. Fastball, slider, changeup, splitter, Vulcan change, and curveball. That's a lot of pitches.
It's a lot of pitch com.
It's a lot of pitch com. That's a
Do
lot.
we get like a
Yainer needs to do some studying.
Do we get like an iPad pitch com? Like, is there a?
Well, how many? Because
how
how many does Yamamoto have? Or what? Who's the guy that has like so many pitches? Is it Yamamoto?
I just want one game where Yainer has to like, or after like Imai gets pulled, like then he has to go to a smaller.
Yeah, it's
like,
that big, and then
pitch
he goes
com,
to.
yeah.
And then you have Josh Hader with 2 pitches.
2 pitches.
His style,
Slider.
His style is like Max Scherzer.
This feels like a lot of fan fiction from this writer, but no,
he has like statistical comparisons with Savant, like on like how why it's just like his pitch profile is very similar to Luis Castillo. The style thing is, I think, more of a just the way he like pitches against hitters, way he faces righties, way he faces lefties is similar to Max Scherzer. He has a fastball like Joe Ryan. His fastball moves similarly, has a similar makeup to Joe Ryan.
Top shelf.
His I missed one. His off speed variety. You ready?
This is fan fiction.
He has off speed variety like Paul Skeens.
Okay.
Because we talked about, he has a changeup, a splitter, and a Vulcan change, all very similar grips, but they all move just very slightly differently. So he knows how to, I guess, attack certain hitters in certain ways with small variations that miss bats. Number 5, he has a backward slider like Trey Savage. That's what we saw.
Yeah. I mean
that is what. Yeah. He has a backward slider like Trey Savage. So that's who the Astros has added to this team.
This is the only thing that, from that article of brilliant propaganda and fan fiction, is that they expected him to go to the Yankees or Mets or Dodgers, because no one would speak this highly of an Astros signing in big MLB.
I mean, if
it wasn't just a complete surprise.
It was January 1st.
Yeah, but I mean, he had the article. He had the article done. So
David Adler.
That's my skepticism in it.
This article was first published before Tatsuya Imai agreed to a 3-year deal with the Astros.
Most accurate comp to me was Luis Castillo. Yeah, that'd be.
So yeah, I mean, sick. It breaks it down. It's a lot of it really isn't. I mean, obviously, it's like his ceiling for all these things, but it breaks down his Vaunt page and like why his stuff is similar to those hit pitchers in certain aspects.
In the MPB, awesome. He threw 963 innings in 8 seasons. He struck out 907. Big win-loss guy that you are, 58 and 45.
And I am.
8.5 K per 9, a whip of 1.26, a little high on that. But the last year, his whip was 0.892. That just screams that he was just like, here's my fastball, here's my stuff, try to hit it. They couldn't.
Where did you even find him?
I'm smart. I read it in a book.
Trying to find him on Baseball Reference.
Baseball Reference.
I can't even find him.
It's a secret login.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm ecstatic that, every single article is like Mets, Phillies, Yankees, Cubs, like all these people that missed out on him, and that's always always great.
You talk about his full career, but like the past 2 seasons, he's really found it.
Oh yeah,
it looks like better. 2024 he had a 2.34 ERA and 173 innings. 2025 he had a 1.92 ERA and 163 innings. At age 27, he's going right into his prime. He's going to be. This is his age 28 year.
Yeah, and where I'm ecstatic is where, like, with all these pitchers and the surplus, it's not going to be smooth sailing of having a starting 5, but there'll be bumps and bruises. But by May, you'll have your kind of rotation, kind of okay. This is our 5 guys. That's all you can really ask for. Like,
Yeah, let's the second half of today's episode, we will go over the starting rotation, who is our top five, what order we would have put it in, what the gumbo looks like. I found the other whiteboard, so we can bust that out, so we don't have to erase that one for now. We had the depth chart and what Fangraphs has projected for each of these guys and what order they have it in, which is different than we would. I think most people would put the Astros rotation in.
we're 49 days until spring training, 82 days until opening night, 61
I'm
days
excited.
until WBC.
Happy New Year, Roger. Okay, I'm gonna grab that whiteboard and we'll get into it.
Still think we need one more. Man, oh man. How we feeling, chat? Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Hope I'm wrong. I guess this Paredes is gone if they can't move Walker. Yeah, I think that's gonna come to a head over the next few weeks. It's Paredes obviously brings more value, and you'll get more in a trade. Do you go get a haul of 2 or 3 prospects? Do you get an MLB guy in the pen? That's where the clear value is. If you move Walker, you probably have to eat contract. He also has a limited no trade clause to a certain amount of teams. So it's like almost damned if you don't. Like then Paredes has to learn a new spot, whatever it is. But it does seem like there's going to be a decision made there on that surplus. So I don't know. In a perfect world, you'd hope you could figure it out, but you need these guys to one, fall into their routine, playing every day, not just sitting there waiting to see if they're playing or not, and then like also that freedom of not not looking over your shoulder, but if I'm in a platoon or when am I playing, when I'm not playing. You want these guys are creatures of habit. They need to get in the routine. They need to be able to play, especially these like tenured vets too. So we'll see. It's gonna be interesting. It does seem like one of those moves is gonna happen. One to shore up some financial freedom, but two, the logjam that's currently in Infield.
Yeah. What is up? Everybody over on Instagram. See if we missed any comments here.
And I think I put it down in that pitching episode. I think one of the things I questioned going into the year or going into this season, I said, what is the identity of this team? You, talking about the Astros, said it was defense and a new approach. They cut your DFA Rise, you traded Bond, you floated the Jake trade, and now you're floating the Paredes trade on the approach. Paredes has been a staple of this new, at least the conversation that the front office and the powers be just say, hey, this is the mold of the player that we want to have in our lineup, right? This is the type of guy that we want. That's why the Donovan stuff was on early on in December. This is the type of guy that we need in our lineup. Extends the lineup, extends at bats, extends pitch counts. So if you do move him, which I understand in a vacuum, when you move him because he has the most value compared to a contract that's aging and a contract that you'll have to eat money. I don't think anyone wants to go into the books in 27 and be like, we're paying XYZ still on a player that's not even here. Hopefully those days have passed. Tired. It's not great financial bookkeeping, but if you do that and you do move a player like Isak, that just means your whole identity mantra that you had all of 25 was for naught. And it seems like you're making a move to make a move, but what was the whole point of saying this is your foundation? This is our mold of hitter that we want, and then a year later be like, sorry, our roster construction is not where we want it to be. We have to move this guy. Also, he was our identity. Also, he was the mold that we want.
Yeah.
So that's like where I'm at in that sense. But now they can and saying that, being like devil's advocate, this front office is pitching a pretty damn good ball game right now. I think with signings and moves and stuff like that. Like you flip Paredes for a guy to bolster the pin, and then I don't think he warrants a top 100 guy, but another top 5 guy in someone's system. Then you're sitting there like, oh, okay, well, yeah, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's see what this is going to be, or is it as simple as the Walker, a contract that you don't like for a contract that another team doesn't like, and you get a an adult in the room in this gumbo, and you go from there. So I think there's ways to get there, and I'm going to give the front office the benefit of the doubt going into 26, just because it hasn't been pretty, but they're doing it in a very methodical, seems like calculated way. Where last year it felt like I felt, and I said it on the pod, like it felt like you were trying to build a plane while you jumped out of the air. Like, why did you jump out of the plane? Like, it wasn't on fire. It was fine. Like, why are you now trying to build another plane? Now, this one seems like, okay, we're on the ground. Let's methodically make what we want to do and go from there, because it's not a spoiler. Like, seats are hot. That's the nature and reality, especially in Houston. If the window is always open, you just had your owner shell out a good chunk of money. He's going to want to see returns.
Yeah.
He's going to want to see W's. He's going to want to see playoff games in Daikin Park.
Especially after this move. Yeah. I mean, if they don't make it at least to a DS and go 5 games and have like a tough DS, like at least show that the roster was correct.
Yeah.
The process was correct. Then, yeah, I think Dana Brown's probably out of a job. Let's get into the rotation. All these ingredients in the gumbo, what their projected WAR is, all that, and let's get into what would be your 5 currently, or 6. Let's you want to write it down, or you want me to write it down?
Are we doing our own 5?
Well, I just want to get all the information on here, and then we can decide our 5. But I was going to give you the WAR for each. I was going to leave that.
Okay. Say the thought exercise again.
I just want to write down basically like we did last year with the diamond, but just the starting rotation, like what their projected WAR is, what all the ingredients are, and then we can figure out what our rotation is.
Starting rotation.
Hunter Brown, he's 3.6 projected.
3.6 WAR.
Yeah.
What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing. Mike Burrows.
Say it again.
He's at 1.6.
You're slotting Mike Burrows.
I'm not slotting. I'm just putting all the information down, and then we'll do the thought exercise of slotting them.
But there's going to be an Instagram clip, and everyone in the comments will like, they put Mike Burrows into the 2 spots?
Well, you didn't have to put numbers on it. I just want to write them all down.
Okay. I'm just doing this for our sanity. I'm put Mike Burrows at the 4 spot.
Okay. I that's why I didn't want to put them in any order right now. I just wanted to write their names down with the projection next to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I just want to get all the ingredients on the cutting board.
I'm writing all the names out, so I need to space it differently.
Yeah.
Okay. Mike Burrows.
Mike Burrows.
Steamer?
This is, Fangraphs projected WAR 1.6.
1.6.
Lance McCullers.
Okay.
We're just going in order of what they have projected.
Just going, no free drinks.
No free drinks. I can't do drinks. I can't do it. They have Lance at 1.3. They have Christian Javier next at 0.9.
That's crazy.
They have Ryan Weiss next at 0.7. They have Spencer next at 0.5. They have Jason Alexander next at 0.2.
That's disrespect to Iguodala.
I guess you could put Colton Gordon next at 0.1. AJ is also there at 0.1. I don't know if we want to. I think we include him.
AJB.
AJB.
0.1, 0.
They also have Hayden on there as getting 0.2.
Okay.
Coming back from injury, getting 0.2 in there later in the year. JP France at 0. You probably write his name down just to have it. Miguel Uwala at 0. And then obviously Imai 1.8. I feel like we're missing somebody. No, we got everybody.
We should do an Imai shirt, but the IMAX font.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Okay.
What was Imai's?
1.8.
Okay.
All right, so now we can look at this and talk about. Yeah, slide that perfectly. So, looking at that, how much do you trust? What numbers do you trust, and what numbers do you think are disrespectful? Obviously, Iggy.
Disrespectful for.
I think he's going to have more than 0.2 for sure.
I think Spence is a 1.5.
I think he is as well. I think that's a little disrespectful. I would switch Lance and Spence as far as what I expect.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get something from Lance this year. I just don't know if
Javi needs to be playing closer to a 1.9 than a 0.9.
I agree. Yeah, Mike Burrows. I'm.
They are bullish.
They're bullish on Mike Burrows, and I love that.
Burrows.
I do love that. Can we pay a team 6-8 of? Can we pay a team 6-8 of McCullough's contract to a team to take him off our hands?
No.
Hunter Brown 3.6. So right now, that's a lot of ingredients. I think Gordon probably has options. I don't know about France. AJ is probably going with the pin. Oh, you have Gordo on there twice. I don't know. I don't think Jason has any. I mean, most of these guys, I don't think are going to have any options based on their contracts. I mean, maybe Spencer starts in AAA. You think if everybody's, because you have to make decisions on if you're going into the year and you have one rotation spot left. What? Who are you giving it to? Are you going to have to release somebody like Ryan Weiss? No, you're not going to do that after signing that contract. Are you going to have to release Jason Alexander, even though he's proven that he's really good?
I will fight.
He can be really good for you. It's a lot to kind of figure out. Obviously, you get all these guys because you expect some amount of preseason
attrition,
injuries, things happening, and then it falls into place. But hopefully, you have a good problem of going into the season with everybody healthy, and you have to figure out, well, shit. And then maybe that's the point where you can then trade one of these guys for an outfielder. If you're like, well, I'd rather trade him than release him, you know. Who are your 5 guys? Who are your burgers? And who are your fries? From Axel.
Okay.
Turtle says Hunter, Imai, Spence, Javi, and then Weiss / Alexander. I'm almost on that, but you left out Burrows completely.
I think my starting 5.
All right, let's. This will be the clip. What is your starting rotation
opening
for the Astros?
Day starting on January 2nd?
Today's January 2nd. Yes.
No.
Yeah.
This is January 2nd.
Yeah, and on March, whatever the opening day is.
My opening day rotation.
Yes.
On January 2nd today, Hunter Brown is starting.
Obviously.
Opening day.
Okay.
Imai is game 2.
Game 2.
Christian Javier, game 3.
Okay.
Do we open with the Mets again? Who do we open up with?
That's a good question. don't think it's the Mets.
Um,
2 past years, starting with New York teams. Schedule. Start the season with the Angels.
okay.
Angels at home on the 26th of March.
Okay. So Hunter Brown game 1 against the Angels. Imai game 2. Christian Javier game 3. Lance McCullers Jr. is starting game 4.
Wow.
Mike Burrows is starting game 5.
Okay.
That's to start off the season.
Okay.
That is.
So Ryan Weiss.
I think actually we go 6. I think we go 6, man. There's like.
I mean, if everybody's
there's
healthy,
like
you
26
should.
days and 26 games and 27 days to start the season. So start with the 6 man. You have Weiss as the swing man.
So Jason Alexander is where?
In the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Is he? Does he become a long man in the pen? Or what?
No,
what
I
has
think.
happened?
Okay, I think the conversation is: do you have Alexander as your swing man, or AJB?
I mean, ideally, you have both in there, but I don't think there's enough spots.
Not, yeah,
Is you start AJ in AAA?
I think you might have to.
I mean, if everybody's healthy and you have to start AJ in AAA, that's
fine.
That's not a bad problem to have, and you just keep him on regular rotation.
25 straight games to start the year. Yeah, we're going 6 man.
Wait, do we really?
Turtle says Burrow needs to earn his 5 spot. He's 6. Yeah, but I think Burrows or Weiss are up for.
We don't have 25 straight games. That's crazy.
The Astros schedule make them start
we have
6 man. Thank you, Roger, for that.
We have a
chat.
3-game series with the Angels, 3-game series with Boston. Then we go on the road. We have an off day road to Sacramento. God, it was like Oakland, Las Vegas, Sacramento, then Colorado, off day, Seattle, come back home, Colorado, Cardinals, Cleveland, then off day. So there's 4 off days in April. But I do think they will start with a 6-man. But you really scared me with that 25 straight games. I was like, there's no way they would
25 hamburgers, 25 french fries,
25 5 guys and burgers and fries.
What? This is hold on. So we start the year 4 at home against the Angels and then 3 with the Red Sox.
Yes.
Then we go on a roadie.
Yeah. We go on a lot of road games.
A 10-game roadie?
Yeah.
Oh.
2 off days in there though.
You go to Sacramento for 3, then Colorado for 3, and then the Pacific Northwest for 4. Those are going to be so cold.
Yeah.
We're going to start 3-10.
No, we're going to win all the games at home.
Oh.
He might be a fry. That's funny. Yeah, 25 games in 27 days. That still sucks, but that's a lot less scary.
I may go up to.
You'll go to Colorado
I may
again.
make a return to Colorado. I may make a return to Colorado.
Find out what snow is again.
Find out what snow is.
Yeah, no. Did you
That's
say
not? Hold on. That
Roger?
Snow is not a euphemism for. Okay, no. I took an edible in.
There were other drugs involved, but
in 2021, was it 21? Yeah, 21. Me and Brian went up to Coors, and I took an edible before the game. And it started snowing. I don't know if you guys remember the Astros played the Rockies and it started snowing. It was a snow game. And I was...
Yeah, we blew that game.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we blew the Friday night game where Miles Straw ran in and the ball went...
Oh, I thought that was that game.
No, it was the next day. And the edible kicked my ass. And I was sitting there in the COVID seats where they were zip tied next to me and Brian. I was like, hey, dude, I know the answer to this already, but it's in my brain and I need this to come out. And I don't need this to be a judgment period. And then he very much judged me. I was like, if it wasn't snowing, it'd be raining right now, right? And he just started laughing. Everyone around me just started laughing. Everyone started.
Oh no!
So that's the snow joke. Miles Straw with the CJ Crone line.
Yes, yeah, right over his head.
Exactly.
Right over his head.
You know what? I'm glad B-Dog's not competes up, so he can have him. I want him to tell the story. He about lost it on that Miles Straw CJ Crone liner, like full coach mode, like was angry for innings.
Did you say thank you to Roger for the super chat? Yes, I didn't know if I missed that.
Oh, yeah, 6-7.
Yeah, you can't be saying we're starting 3-2, 3-10.
I'm just
I
saying
thought
those
you're
are
optimistic.
cold. No, I am. I'm just saying those are cold weather games.
We can go over the games. Hunter Brown, at least. He
Cold
thrives.
weather game. I mean, we're in the show. We stay at the Ritz Carlton. We eat steaks. Why are we playing in sub 30-degree weather?
Well, we're also the first road games are in Sacramento in a minor
It's
league
gonna be
ballpark.
cold.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna look up AccuWeather.
Who are you feeling
Sacramento.
optimistic about for a comeback season from the
April
guys that
weather.
went down to injury last year? My biggest hope is Javier. I guess he didn't go down for injury last year. I guess Spencer would be my guy that actually went down to injury last year. We were expecting a lot from him. I think he's going to do better than this 0.5 projection. I mean, at the end of the day, he did. You gotta look at his career.
The historical average for Sacramento weather, high 70, low 42 during those periods of time. Just throw that out there.
Oh, that's funny. Steamer actually has him at 0.6.
Just like Seattle. Seattle's gonna be bumping.
Yeah, Spencer did 1.7 in 2024, and I expected him to be at that or if not higher. They have him at 0.5. I think on paper the numbers don't look there, but I think we watching him and talking to him and knowing the stuff combined with his attitude and makeup, I think they're going to combine and he's going to be a really good pitcher at some point. It just hasn't all come together, and they had a freak injury. Sucks. So yeah, it's going to be cold. It's going to be really cold.
Get the ski gear out.
Yeah. Thoughts on Weiss? They have Weiss at 0.7. I don't know what to expect from him, but I would be happy with around 1 WAR from your. He's essentially going to be your number 4, number 5.
Yeah, I mean, the battle for the 4th, 5th, and swingman spot, I think is going to be good. It's only going to. I think it'll be rocky. There'll be spot starts where someone gets shelled or someone does a rough 4 innings, but I do think that by mid-May, you're like, okay, these are
Well, I think what you avoid, hopefully, this season is the not rare, but like unfortunate, important spot start from a guy like Blair Henley. Like no disrespect to Blair Henley, but I don't think we'll be having that emergency thing happen this year. Hopefully, at worst, your spot start is we got to call it Miguel Uala
or Gordo.
Like you have options now rather than having to rely on 40 to 50 innings from a guy that's was never supposed to throw that many innings.
Small B boop beep boop. Small B boop.
Okay.
Former Astro, friend of the program. Buster only on Alex Bregman. He thinks Alex Bregman is going to go back to the Red Sox. From what I understand, the Red Sox have made an aggressive offer on him. End quote.
I mean, they need it.
Yeah.
They can't lose him.
They can't.
If they're really trying to be serious about competing, they really got to get him back. He became an immediate leader in that clubhouse.
Oh yeah, he's the mold for what they need to win over there, and two for their skipper.
Well, also like, what did they get a first baseman? Have they?
Yeah, they traded for Wilson Contreras.
That's what it was. Yes, I knew there was somebody. So you have Wilson Contreras, and now they really just need to lock down that third base position, and he's the missing piece to their puzzle that would make their corner solid, their offense look good. I mean, they're projected right around the Astros right now with WAR. The Astros will jump them once Imai gets added, but they are in a position to go for it, so they should. They definitely should. Getting to the last 15 minutes, Gordon off my roster, please, God. Then look, Colton Gordon has done a lot for this team.
He's
He ate a lot of shit last
eat
year.
some innings.
Yeah.
You need him on that wall.
Yeah. He's the Brett Myers of this current
Good
staff.
pull.
He's the guy that needs to go. Well, there was another guy after him,
Yeah,
but I'm not
Rat.
gonna. Yeah,
The
but
rat.
yeah, I'll go all the way back to Brett Myers. He's the guy you need to go out there and have a 4-something ERA, but eat 150 innings for you, just in spot starts here and there. I mean, I don't know how many options he might have left. I feel like we were pulling him up and down. Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip.
Did we mention Pearson? We'll do a bullpen. We'll do maybe Monday. We'll just do
Yes, we need to go over the
a
bullpen.
Bully episode. I think he's gonna be slotted in. I think Dana and
AJ
Co have talked about him just being a bullpen guy, and also getting some clarity too. I off the top of my head, I don't really know with all those injuries that flared up at the end of the year where everyone sits.
Yeah, there's a lot of question marks.
The big one was Hader, and they said he's fine and will be ready to go for spring training. So working backwards from Hader, Abreu, and then
they have as far as projection, they have Hader at 1.4, they have Brian Abreu at 1.3, Brian King at 0.6, Okrit at 0.3, and then a lot of guys in the zeros to ones. They have Sousa Ort still listed as injured, but we'll see. You said Nate Pearson. Did they selected Santos? De Los Santos, right? So you have him still.
I like the pin.
I like the
Abreu,
pin.
King, Okert, De Los Santos, Pearson, and then obviously Ort and Bennett when they come back.
Yeah, and then you have AJ to throw in there.
AJB.
Yeah, I really like the pin, and I think you're not going to have, hopefully, as many problems with Longman because you have AJ, because you have all these starters that can give you innings. So the issue last year that I think the Astros struggled with at the beginning of the year and why they had more losses than they should have was middle relief. They had a great top end of the bullpen, but they just couldn't bridge the gap to get there because they kept having to use guys that shouldn't have been in those positions.
You had a great bridge, but then you had to move your bridge to the back end.
No, exactly. And then you lost that middle ground. Because of injuries, because of other stuff. So I'm excited to see a full season of AJ being that bridge guy of, maybe it's Alexander, maybe it's Gordon, maybe it's Miguel Uala gets called up at some point in the season. Then you also have potentially Hayden coming back, potentially Blanco, who knows. I feel like you said about your notes from 3 weeks ago, I feel so much better about where this team is now than I did 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I mean, you said it brought it up 3 wins for you. I mean, for me, I thought the Astros were around 86, I would say, before this. This brings them up to 91 for me.
What?
Yeah. Not just the impact of Imai himself, but the impact that it gives on your depth, I think is so important.
Okay.
Because it allows you to if you wanted to move Spencer to like a bridge guy, you could. It allows you to have these bridge guys that give you depth for the bullpen, depth for spot starts. It's just so important to have not just another pitcher on the team, but a guy that can be your number 2.
Okay, so on 12-12, I said 81 wins. 12-20-ish, I jumped up to 84.5.
Was that after Burrows?
I think it was after Burrows. And now I'm at 87.5. I put it in pin on January 2nd, 2026. I'm at 87.5 wins.
I'm at 91.
That's crazy.
Maybe 90 and a half.
91 and a half wins.
Yeah. I mean, they're projected to be
91 and
they'll be projected to be the 6th best team in baseball as far as projected WAR. You don't think the 6th best team in baseball can win 90 wins? I'm just basing off. I'm basing it off of those numbers and stuff.
Let's just look at the sportsbook. Let's just see what.
Tell me, yeah, I'm interested to see the sportsbook.
Never tell me.
Where can I see the projected wins?
So I'm gonna look and see if they have that right now. Baseball. MLB.
Projected standing. There we go.
Wow. Okay. According to DraftKings Sportsbook, the Astros have the 4th best odds to win the World Series right now. The Dodgers at plus 330, the Yankees at plus 750, the Phillies at plus 1100, the Astros at plus 1300, the Mariners at plus 1300, the Red Sox at plus 1400, Blue Jays at plus 1500, the Braves at plus 1600, Mets at plus 1600. That rounds out the top 10.
Yeah, they don't have the projections for wins yet for like a win number, but yeah, I mean that lines up.
That is. Hold on, let me check another book. Let me check.
Let me check. Find the book that tells you you're right. Yes.
Let me cross-reference all of this.
Keep looking until you find a book that tells you you're right. Off topic, but WBC ticket info is not out yet. We will reach out to our people and try and figure out if there's a date or at least a date for an announcement for the date. And hopefully by next show Monday or a show coming up, we can say something more about that.
World Series winner on Bovada: Dodgers plus 260, Yankees plus 775, Phillies plus 1100, Mets plus 1300, Mariners plus 1300, Blue Jays plus 1400, Braves and Red Sox plus 1500, Astros at plus 1500. So they have them 369.
Fine.
The Astros top 10.
Tell me one more time. Get low.
They have the Astros at plus 600 to win the American League behind the Mariners and Yankees.
Yeah, dude. I'm just saying, if you base it off of team WAR, after this Imai signing, they'd be 6th. So to me, that tells me the 6th best team of baseball is around 90 wins. Let me look at last year.
Can we get that what on the soundboard? I'm with Josh. What pitchers will not be ready to go by opening day due to injuries besides Blanco and Wisniewski? Yes. I don't.
And 2025, the sixth best team in baseball was the Cubs, and they got 92 wins, 92 and 70. 7th best team was the Mariners, 90 and 72. So that puts them around a 90 and a half for me.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
I'm just surprised because I pulled that number out of my ass. And
that was a good number.
Actually was close.
Just on FanGraphs, the
Yes.
Astros that have on the pitching side that have the little medical cross emblem: Bennett, Hayden, Ronell, Ort.
Yeah,
those are the only ones that are on FanGraphs.
Yeah, and we'll probably get more information once pitchers and catchers report on where everybody's at. We lost 12 projected WAR due to injury. You got to have it as your baseline as most expected scenario that almost half of that comes back. Yeah, I mean, I'm going into the next season hoping and projecting and feeling that last year was a freak outlier.
Okay.
That many injuries.
No,
that was crazy.
For sure.
I would expect half as many injuries as a
knock on wood.
You hope. So yeah, if you lost 12 WAR due to injury last year, you only lose 6 this year. I think that equates to 3 more wins.
Devil's advocate, I think that 8-week window where the Astros were possessed was just an anomaly. The Astros were who they were outside that window.
That's fair. That's fair.
Now, granted, the injuries probably put a...
Yeah, I mean, I think the injuries cost the Astros... Should have cost the Astros about 10 wins. And then that window helped them get a little closer.
Yeah.
But I think they were more like an 81-win team last year. They was lucky that they got to 87. But
great question by Tony. How can we address the need for a left-handed hitter so we don't see so many right-handed pitchers this season? Seeing so many left-handed pitchers last season made the entire lineup underperform their abilities. Yeah, that's Jesus Sanchez playing not at a sub-replacement level.
Right, yeah. Unfortunately, right now, there's a lot on Jesus Sanchez and Zach Cole, which would be good.
Cole, and obviously Jordan being back. So
yeah, having a full season.
Is it moving Paredes for a left-handed bat that could shore up spots?
I'm just saying, Christian Walker, 5 top prospects. You get Ketel Marte. He can hit lefty. He can play second.
There it is. There it is. I'm
just saying.
I don't want to make money off. I think there's a way to. Okay, if Altuve is your second baseman,
He's not.
the trade that you make for Paredes, like if you do the Paredes
trade
deal,
Paredes,
Paredes and a prospect, you go get up a bopper that can give you 30 home runs and slug somewhere that can slot in at DH. Not a like a slot in right field DH. Those guys don't grow on cheer trees.
Is that what you would want if you traded Paredes?
I feel like that's what you have to do. I feel like if you move, you have to get a left-handed bat. If you trade Paredes just for prospects, you're just making a move.
That's fair. Who would that be?
Imagine this.
Okay.
Hear me out. You have a guy that comes from pedigree. His brother played in the show.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You took him in the first round. You took him in the first round.
Oh, okay.
He bats left-handed and throws right-handed.
Does he play Fortnite?
Plays Fortnite.
Okay. That's important.
Does great things with charities.
Okay.
Friend of the program.
Yeah.
Golfs. Homegrown talent.
I can't think of it.
Perennial MVP when healthy. Gold Glove.
Okay. I'm liking it.
Anchor a lineup down in the top 4 hitters
as a
lefty bat.
Okay.
And it's homegrown.
Who's that?
Ryan O'Hearn. Kyle Tucker.
This is Ketel Marte.
This is Ketel Marte.
Him and Starling are brothers, right? I think they are.
I don't know. If that was literally Ketel Marte, that'd be hysterical.
It was like you said, brother, like Ketel Marte. Yeah, no, it'd be fucking great if they had Kyle Tucker.
It'd be great if you just gave him $200 million 2 years ago.
Yeah, it would be great.
3 years ago. God, time.
All right, we're getting to the end of the program.
Marte.
Are they brothers?
I don't think so. I think you just made a general sweep.
Well, they have the same last name. I'm not being crazy.
General sweep.
It's not a common last name. They're not related by blood.
That's crazy. The Mariners had him. They traded him.
Yeah. Paredes is a career 115 weighted runs created plus versus right-handed pitchers. If we trade him, the issue gets worse. Yeah, I agree, Tony. I'm currently now on team do not trade Isaac Paredes.
I'm very much in that same camp. You have to,
especially now. Like the only reason I was on team trade Paredes was like we need a great pitcher, and like he might be the only chance you have to get one. You got one now, so now I'm like you keep him. I'm much more okay now with trading Walker for prospects or like just a shot at a guy or something.
Here's a
guy. But I'm also team don't trade anybody and just keep adding pieces. Like take a shot on like similar to what you did with Ryan Weiss, a $1 million something contract for a pitcher. Take a shot like that on a left-handed outfield bat. Go find me some potential. That's the problem is they've never been good at diamonds in the rough on the hitting side. So that's where I'm uneasy about it. Like they can go spend $1 million on a pitcher, and Ryan Weiss is probably going to win 10 games and have a 3.4 ERA, but they can't go get a guy like that can give you 15 bombs.
Paredes is a Foxville guy. I mean, the baseball respect of even fighing back to even play those 2.5 weeks.
He's playing now in winter ball. How is he?
I'm telling you,
it was off the bone.
The next Mexican Marvel superhero.
He should be.
Maybe we just grab like maybe his blood is like super serum.
Oh, okay.
We do. I don't know how that works transfusion wise into our players when they're injured. They need a blood transfusion. So
nice. Megan missed the live stream. We uploaded the podcast feed on Apple. Yes, I uploaded yesterday's live stream to the podcast feed. If you missed it, I'll upload today's as well. We have a new. Oh yeah, we do have a new batting program, which we'll get into. Maybe that it will help a ton with the like diamonds in the rough hitters wise. Maybe he
I think
can
they help
turn
Sanchez.
Taylor Trammell into
Just
a
Tramel's
guy
not on
again.
the Astros.
Oh, they let him. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, Sanchez.
I think I'm still bullish on Sanchez.
Yeah,
I'm still bullish on Sanchez.
I am too. Paredes is Mexican Wolverine. He's got the adamantium. So he's healing fast. But yeah, that's it. That's our Friday show. Happy New Year's to everybody.
Happy New Year.
Thank you for hanging out. We will have more WBC information and content stuff coming up.
I will email
2026 is going to be a hell of a year. January 2nd now. I think January 2nd, 2027, we're gonna look like we aged 3 years based on this year is gonna be a long, really fun year. Got World Baseball Classic. You also have the Olympics, not here, but just in general. You have the World Cup, the biggest thing, and you have a Texans Super Bowl coming up, and then you have an Astros World Series as well.
Yeah,
big year.
Rockets
Finals championship.
Probably. Patrick said 2026, the year after the year before the year.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what it is.
Exactly what it is.
I'm feeling the pressure of saying it was the year before the year all last year. Now it's actually the year. I'm like, oh shit, I better be right on that.
This is gonna be one of the biggest years to be a sports fan living in Houston ever. All three teams are good, at least playoff competitive. All three big Astros teams, or big major sports teams. The Dash were pretty good this year as well. The Dynamo. Hopefully they find it. And then you have WBC, you have World Cup. Like, this is a huge year. I'm excited for it. Hopefully everybody likes and subscribes to the YouTube, to all of our socials. Follow along with us. It's going to be a big, fun year.
I'm excited. I'm stoked.
Also, investors, possibly you.
Let us know if we want to advertise.
Yes, we want to keep the lights on. It's going to be a big year. Big year. A lot of eyeballs.
Okay, we will see y'all Monday. We will be back still on Monday, Fridays. As we progress more into baseball season, we'll obviously shift back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But for now, Monday, Fridays, and peace. Love you guys.
Also getting the comments back.
Oh, yeah. Comments come back.
Huge year. Thank you for watching and listening to Beyond Anime Podcast. We'll see you next time.
Peace.